Howdy, y'all. This is Daniel Scheufler trying to provide a little bit of value to our technical space. Now, during this time of COVID-19, we're all forced to work remote. As you can see, I'm in my home office wearing my wonderfully cushy Princess Leia-style headphones, but my friend and I had wanted to try this idea out. Naturally, with remote work, it's a little harder to collaborate, especially in the more novel senses that would be more tactile. And one of the things I always tend to rely on when running into that problem is trying to employ a liberating structure. Unfortunately, being mostly intended for groups of people gathered together, we can't use them exactly as they are. So I started doing some digging, and I found a way that you can adapt at least one of them, and I've seen several other possibilities, but at least you can adapt drawing together. Now, I'll leave a link for this in the blog post as well as in the down there, but I wanted to show you how you could run this with Teams and with Microsoft Whiteboard. So I have conscripted my friend Mr. Buchanan there, who's with me on Teams and will be drawing for me at the same time on this same whiteboard. And as you can see, I can draw my little spiral, and over here he's drawn his own. So now I'm going to ask him to kind of go off to his corner so I can have this whiteboard space, because in drawing together, the idea is that each of the individual participants will have their own drawing, where they'll draw a series of symbols, for example, the spiral or the circle, this little rectangle for support, the triangle for a goal, and then I'm just going to swap the so-called star person for a stick figure because my drawing skills suck, at least digitally. I can do much better on a whiteboard, but you know, when you're all stuck at home, you do what you can. And so as you develop these symbols, you'll have taken the time now individually, you can mute yourself in Teams of course, to create your story with these symbols. And by using the symbols, you're stepping away from the common trouble of trying to rely on language to capture the nuance of emotion and feeling and the sense that a journey can be established. Now you saw up there in the top right of my whiteboard display that you can see Mr. Buchanan who's still up there drawing. So why don't we go take a look and see what he's been up to? And I can kind of just see here, and ooh, he's got quite a lot this time. Nicely done, sir. And as I zoom out, you can see I can see his story. I could very quickly scroll back to mine. And this allows the second phase of drawing together, which is now that I have drawn my own and I'm kind of comfortable with it, now I can share my screen via Teams with the group, or just have them all come to a decorated point on my own. So for example, if I wanted to just add a note and say Daniel's stuff, I should be able to leave that there. And Mr. Buchanan, I'm assuming you can see that, right?
That is correct.
So I can leave that note there so that later I can zoom over here and then, okay, hold on, oh, there it is. That's where I left my stuff. I'll delete my Post-it note, and now I can describe my story. But you can all, from the same interface, Teams for a voice, or maybe a conference call if you prefer, and Microsoft Whiteboard, now share drawing together without having to worry about the normal stature being that you're in the same room. Hope this guy gives you a couple of ideas, and it is my intent to share this same link in the blog post, and I hope you guys come over there to read some more of my thoughts on the liberating structures that can be adapted to remote, especially in this rather trying time. Hope you guys have a good day and that this continues to provide benefit. Ciao.